Good morning, friends. Let's get ready for the day. Someone looks very comfy on the couch. Breakfast is served. Just finished breakfast, drinking my hot coffee under the heated blanket. I want to set an intention for the day before I head out and work at the VA today. My goal is to eat more mindfully and snack less. I am doing a pretty good job of that. It's a lot easier at the VA compared to inpatient or at clinic because there's not a lot of snacks just lying around. But I sometimes feel like I'm eating the food that I bring with me a little bit sooner than I would like, either because I'm bored or I don't know. There's just like not a lot to do, and so eating is an activity that I can do. Still gonna bring my snacks with me, but gonna focus on not eating them unless I'm truly hungry. It is time to head out. I am running just a little bit, I wouldn't say late, we're cutting it close. It is quite cold. My car is definitely a little bit icy, so I have to wait for that to defrost. I am bringing with me a blanket and a heating pad to the VA. For some reason, our workroom is really cold and there's no way to adjust the temperature. So I've been suffering through it, but I decided to be proactive and make myself cozy while I'm there. It is 7:46. I have about an hour drive. I'm gonna try to listen to Outlive by Peter Attia. That's been making me a little sleepy sometimes, so I'll switch it up to some music or maybe some other podcast if that's the case. I will see you when I get there. It is 8:37. I just got to the VA. I am not feeling as tired as I have been the past few days, which is really good. The irony is that in the Outlive book by Peter Attia, the section I'm listening to is about the importance of sleep. My fiance has been trying to motivate me to get better sleep, and I think there are some things I am going to continue to try to work on to get better sleep, just with how important it is to our overall health. I am working today. It's the VA that I'm at. We're at like a subacute rehab level of care. So whereas inpatient at the main hospital, there's a lot of acuity, a lot of turnover, just like a lot to do during the day. That is not necessarily the case here. The goal is that patients are more medically stable, and a lot of it is PT, OT, case management, social work, nursing, and then as the medical team or the physician on board, I am mostly looking over their medical problems, which hopefully are not as active as they were. All that to say, there's usually a lot of downtime. I brought my crochet with me. I'm going to work on my clinic in basket, maybe do some life scheduling, figure out some stuff coming up, and try to make it a productive day. I will see you all afterwards. It is about 2:07. I am all done at the VA. My senior let me go home early on Friday, which is always nice, very appreciated. I got a good amount of crochet done during our didactics, emptied my clinic inbox, did a couple of life things. Overall, it was very good. I was more mindful with my eating, and honestly, not a bad day. The drive back shouldn't be too long, probably about 45 or 50 minutes. I don't think traffic will be a problem. When we get home, I'm going to try my best to work out right away so I can get that out of the way and have a nice and relaxing evening. Planning on doing a lot of crochet. I will give you a good update later today when I get home. I just got home. It is about 3:10. The drive wasn't too bad. It is quite dreary outside, which is making me a little sad and a little bit sleepy. I'm gonna have maybe an apple for a snack or maybe some grapes, really trying to increase the amount of fruit that I'm having. And for workout, I'm doing an upper body workout, and I'm focusing on lifting a lighter weight for each exercise, but really focusing on doing it properly and taking my time to focus on contraction and relaxation, or maintaining tension throughout the entire range of motion. Hi, Munchkin. Hi, I missed you. Oh, baby. This is one of my new favorite things to do. My pup and I, we split an apple slice. Okay, watch this. Some for me. No, baby. Okay, come on. She loves it and I love it. It's great. We are going to be having homemade pasta for dinner tonight. I want to share the recipe with you. So for the pasta itself, it's actually pretty easy. All I do is for each portion, I do 100 grams of flour and 1 whole egg. So we have 3 portions that we're making tonight. So I did 300 grams of flour plus 3 whole eggs. And then sometimes if I want to make it a little extra rich, I'll add like 1 extra egg yolk by itself. Doesn't really throw off the consistency too much. Put that in the food processor, process it until it all comes together. Knead it for about 30 to 60 seconds, put it away in the fridge, and then I'll show you how we make it with our stand mixer when it's time to eat. This is what it looks like when it's about done. You can see it all kind of came into one big ball, and so we'll take this out and knead it. This is what it looks like when it's all kneaded together. A finger indent should bounce back pretty quickly, so we are going to put some olive oil on this, let it rest in the fridge, and then I'll show you when we're ready to cook. While that is resting, let's go work out. We are doing upper body today, focusing on lower weights, better reps, slower movements. Today I have bench press, overhead shoulder press, incline bench press, tricep pull down, and lateral raises. All done with my workout. Let's go shower, change, and then make dinner. We are all showered, did our skincare. My fiance's best friend just got in town. We're gonna do dinner in probably an hour and a half. So gonna have a snack of granola with milk and blueberries and probably do a little bit of crocheting until then. I am currently doing the unthinkable and weaving in all of the ends of this project. I don't like it. All right, friends, it is time to make pasta. The first step is we take our dough and we coat it in flour and then we'll flatten it. This is our KitchenAid attachment that we are using to make our pasta. We just separated it and now we're gonna run it through the first stage. As we flatten these out, there are different settings for the thinness. So we're gonna take this, and this is our last setting, put it through here, and after this, we're gonna cut it into fettuccine. All right, the next attachment is to make fettuccine. So we turn this up to a higher speed. We take our pasta sheet, ta-da! Fettuccine. And then, after that, we take all of our pasta, we toss it with some flour, and then we're gonna throw it in our pot of water for about 90 seconds. That's all it needs to cook. And then after that, it is gonna be mixed in with our sauce, which has meatballs in it. Once it's been going for about 90 seconds, we'll pick it up, put it in a strainer, and then we'll transfer it over to the sauce. It looks so good.
It smells so good.
We have some pork meatballs and Parmesan on top, and a very hungry Cammy who's not gonna get any of it. I'm so sorry. We are all done with dinner. It was very, very, very delicious. I am going to clean up. We made a little bit of a mess in the kitchen, but that is okay. It was in pursuit of yummy dinner. Reflecting on my goal for today, I think I did really well. I didn't mindlessly snack on anything, and I was more aware of what I was eating, and I feel like it was overall a good day. Tomorrow I have the day off, which is very exciting. I am gonna do a Friendsgiving with my co-residents, and then during the day probably do some stuff around the house, get out for a little bit. So with that, I'm gonna end the vlog here for the night. I will see you all tomorrow.